Hey there, I'm Sarah, a 32-year-old single mom doing my best to balance work, life, and raising my amazing little boy. It's a sunny Saturday, and I'm out in the backyard with my son, Ethan. He's 6 years old, bursting with energy and giggles, proudly showing off his new birthday present, a super cool toy robot that lights up and makes all sorts of awesome noises. As I sip my coffee, I can't help but think how sweet life is right now. My phone buzzes, interrupting my thoughts. Yo sis, we still on for the BBQ tomorrow? It's my brother Mike, my rock since Ethan's dad bailed when I was pregnant. I shoot back a quick hell yeah, and start mentally preparing for some quality family time. The next day rolls around and Mike arrives with his wife, Karen, and their daughter, Lily. Now, don't get me wrong, I adore my niece, but Karen, well, she's a whole different story. Sarah, darling, you look so rested, Karen chirps, giving me an air kiss on both cheeks. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. And where's my favorite nephew? Right on cue, Ethan comes charging out of the house, robot in hand. Uncle Mike, look what I got for my birthday. Mike scoots him up, genuinely excited. Whoa, buddy, that's one cool robot. I notice Lily eyeing the toy, and that's when Karen's smile turns just a little too sharp. Oh, Ethan, sweetie, why don't you let Lily play with your new toy? Sharing is caring, right? I step in, keeping my tone light. It's brand new, maybe later, yeah? Karen's eyes narrow for a split second before she laughs it off. Of course, of course. Lily, honey, why don't you see if Auntie Sarah needs help in the kitchen? As they walk off, I catch Mike's eye. He shrugs, mouthing sorry behind Karen's back. The afternoon goes on, and I start to relax. The burgers are sizzling, the adults are enjoying their beers, and the kids are happily playing in the yard. Then, I hear it. Lily's high-pitched wail. But I want the robot. Ethan won't share. I look over to see Ethan clutching his toy, Lily reaching for it. Before I can step in, Karen's already there, cooing to Lily. Now, Ethan, be a good boy and let Lily have a turn. You don't want to be selfish, do you? I feel my hackles rise. Karen, it's Ethan's new toy. He doesn't have to share if he doesn't want to. Karen turns to me, all sugary sweetness. Oh, but Sarah, we need to teach them to share, right? Mike, caught in the middle, mumbles something non-committal and suddenly becomes very interested in flipping burgers. I kneel down next to Ethan. Buddy, it's your toy. You don't have to share if you're not ready. But maybe later, if you feel like it, you could show Lily how it works. Ethan nods, holding the robot even closer. Karen's smile stays frozen in place, but I can see the anger simmering in her eyes. As the day winds down and they're getting ready to leave, Karen corners me by the door. You know, Sarah, you really should teach Ethan better manners. It's not good for him to be so possessive. I bite back a retort, forcing a smile. Thanks for the advice, Karen. Drive safe. The next few weeks were like walking on eggshells. Every time Mike and Karen came over, it was the same old routine. Karen would zero in on Ethan's robot like a heat-seeking missile. Oh, Ethan, sweetie, Lily's been asking about your robot. Why don't you let her play with it? I grit my teeth, watching Ethan shrink back. Karen, we've been over this. It's Ethan's special toy. She'd laugh, that high-pitched, fake sound. Don't be silly, Sarah. Kids need to learn to share. One day, I caught her trying to sneak the robot into Lily's bag. When I called her out, she played dumb. Oh, did I put that in there? Silly me, I thought it was one of Lily's toys. Yeah, right, and I'm the Queen of England. Things came to a head at Mike's birthday dinner. We were all gathered around the table, Mike carving the roast, when Karen started up again. Ethan, be a dear and let Lily play with your robot. Just for tonight. Ethan shook his head, clutching the toy. No, it's mine. Karen's eyes flashed. Now that's not very nice. Mike, don't you think Ethan should share? Mike looked like he wanted to disappear into his mashed potatoes. That was it for me. Karen, drop it. It's Ethan's toy. End of story. She turned on me, all pretense of niceness gone. Well, I never. You're raising a selfish little brat, Sarah. The table went dead silent. Ethan's lower lip trembled. I stood up, my chair scraping loudly. We're leaving. As we headed for the door, Karen called out, sickly sweet again. Oh, Ethan, I baked you some cookies. Here, take them home. I should have said no. I should have trusted my gut. But Ethan looked so sad. I thought a cookie might cheer him up, Big mistake, huge. We got home, and Ethan scarfed down a cookie before bed. I was in the kitchen when I heard a thump from his room. Ethan? No answer. I ran in and found him on the floor, pale and sweating. Baby, what's wrong? He couldn't answer, just moaned and clutched his stomach. I've never driven so fast in my life. At the hospital, everything was a blur. Doctors, nurses, and terrifying words like poisoning and toxicology. Hours later, a doctor pulled me aside. Miss Sarah, your son ingested a significant amount of rat poison. Do you have any at home? My blood ran cold. No, but he ate a cookie right before. And then it hit me, Karen. The cookies that had poisoned my baby. Oh my God, I whispered, my legs giving out. The doctor caught me. Miss Sarah, we need to inform the police. This was no accident. I nodded, rage building inside me. But as the cops questioned me, I realized I had no proof. It was my word against Karen's. As I sat by Ethan's hospital bed, watching machines keep my baby alive, I made a vow. I was going to prove what that psycho had done, and I was going to make her pay, no matter what it took. Once Ethan was out of the woods, I went into full-on mama bear mode. No way was I letting Karen get away with this. I needed dirt, and I needed it fast. I called up my ride or die, Alex. She's a badass journalist with a knack for digging up secrets. Alex, I need your help. It's about Karen. Say no more, girl. I'm on it. Alex worked her magic, and holy hell, did she deliver. Turns out our sweet sister-in-law had quite the rap sheet: petty theft, fraud, even a restraining order from an ex-boyfriend. But nothing stuck. She always wiggled out of it somehow. Sarah, this chick's a straight-up narcissist with a god complex, Alex said, showing me the files. But we need solid proof for what she did to Ethan. That's when Alex had this genius idea. Let's set up cameras in your place, catch her red-handed at the next family thing. It felt sketchy, but hey, desperate times and all that. Next family dinner rolls around and I'm a bundle of nerves. Ethan's still wary of Karen, sticking close to me. Oh, Ethan, don't you want to play with Lily? Karen coos, sickeningly sweet. No, Ethan mumbles, hiding behind my leg. I see a flash of anger in Karen's eyes, but it's gone in a blink. Throughout dinner, I watch Karen like a hawk. She keeps trying to get close to Ethan's food or drinks, but I'm not having it. After dessert, I excuse myself to the kitchen. Through the hidden camera feed on my phone, I see Karen follow me. Sarah, dear, let me help with the coffee. I turn my back for 1 second, and there it is, Karen slipping something into Ethan's juice. My heart's pounding, but I keep cool. Thanks, Karen, I've got it. Back in the living room, Karen hands Ethan his juice. Here you go, sweetie, drink up. I snatch it away. Actually, Ethan's not thirsty, are you, baby? Karen's face twists for a second before smoothing out. Oh, but I insist, it's his favorite, isn't it? That's when I lose it. Cut the crap, Karen. I saw what you did. She laughs nervously. What are you talking about? I pull out my phone, playing the footage. This poisoning my son again. The room goes dead silent. Mike looks like he's going to be sick. Karen's face shifts from confused to angry in seconds. You set me up. Like you set up my son. I spit back. Admit it, you poisoned him before with those cookies. And then, like a dam bursting, it all comes out. So what if I did? That little brat deserved it, always showing off that stupid robot, making my Lily feel bad. I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Mike stands up, his face ashen. Karen, what have you done? Karen whirls on him. Oh, grow a spine, Mike. Your sister's been turning Ethan against us from day one. I can't believe what I'm hearing. You poisoned a child over a toy? Are you insane? I could hardly keep my voice steady. I'm the only sane one here. Karen shrieked, her voice cracking with madness. You're all just jealous of me, of Lily. We deserve that robot. We deserve everything. It was like watching a mask fall away, revealing the monster beneath. Mike grabbed Lily, backing away from Karen. It's over, Karen, I said, my voice shaking. The police are on their way. As if on cue, sirens wailed in the distance. Karen's eyes went wide, darting around like a cornered animal. You'll regret this, she hissed, then bolted for the door. We all stood there, shell-shocked, as Karen disappeared into the night. But I knew this wasn't over, not by a long shot. The next few days were a blur of police statements and family drama. Karen had vanished and Mike was a mess, torn between shock and guilt. As for me, I was riding a mix of relief and rage. "We'll find her, Miss Sarah," the detective assured me. "With this evidence, she won't get away with it." But days turned into weeks, and still no sign of Karen. The legal wheels were turning, but damn, they were slow. Then, out of nowhere, Mike called, his voice shaky. "Sarah, it's Karen. There's been an accident." My heart did a weird flip. Is she? No, but it's bad, really bad. I rushed to the hospital, not sure what I was feeling. There was Karen, the woman who tried to kill my son, lying broken in a hospital bed. "Karma's a bitch, huh?" The doctor pulled us aside. "The crash severed her spinal cord. She's paralyzed from the neck down." Mike broke down, but I felt nothing, just empty. Weeks passed. Ethan was bouncing back, the resilience of kids never ceasing to amaze me. Mike was stepping up, being the dad and uncle we needed. We were healing, slowly but surely. Karen, though, was facing a life of total dependency, no more manipulation, no more schemes, just her and her thoughts, day in and day out. One day, I decided to visit her. Don't ask me why. Closure, maybe. I walked into her room, seeing her hooked up to machines. Her eyes widened when she saw me. "Come to gloat, Sarah." Her voice was weak, but the venom was still there. I sat down, looking her straight in the eye. "No, Karen, I came to say goodbye." She scoffed. "Spare me the pity party." "Oh, this isn't pity. This is me telling you that you lost. You tried to hurt my son, to break our family, and look where it got you. It was an accident. I didn't mean to." I cut her off. "Save it. You know what the difference between us is, Karen? I'd die for my child. You'd kill for yours. That's not love, that's obsession." Her face crumpled, but I wasn't done. "You're going to lie here, day after day, knowing that Ethan is growing up happy and loved, that Mike and Lily are moving on. And you're just a cautionary tale. You can't leave me like this," she cried out. I stood up, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. "Watch me. Goodbye, Karen. I hope you find peace. God knows you need it." As I walked out, I heard her calling my name, begging me to come back, but I didn't turn around. That chapter of our lives was closed. Outside, I took a deep breath of fresh air. Ethan was waiting in the car with Mike, probably arguing over which superhero was the best. Alex had texted, asking if I wanted to grab a drink later. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours, and no one, not even Karen, could poison that. I slid into the driver's seat, smiling at my boy in the rearview mirror. "Ready to go home, kiddo?" Ethan grinned, clutching his robot. "Yeah, Mom, let's go home." As we drove off, leaving the hospital and Karen behind, I felt lighter than I had in months. We'd been through hell, but we'd come out stronger. And that toy robot, it sat proudly on our mantle, a reminder that sometimes the things worth fighting for aren't things at all. They're the people we love, the family we choose, and the strength we find when we need it most. The story of Sarah, Ethan, and Karen's twisted actions has come to an end. Now I've got a question for you. If you were in Sarah's shoes, visiting Karen in the hospital after everything that happened, what would you say to her? Would you forgive, seek revenge, or simply walk away? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This situation's pretty intense, and I'm curious to hear how you'd handle it. If this story got you thinking, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more gripping tales of family drama and justice. Your support keeps these stories coming, and trust me, there's plenty more where this came from.